In March, we spent $14,000 on air conditioning. Not on marketing, not on a new product line, just air. But 14 grand on air, that's a big move. So was it the right call? We also started messing with AI to make things faster. No, not to replace people, but to stop wasting time on stuff that drained us. So from temperature upgrades to tech experiments, this is what running a business actually looks like.
All right, guys. So right now I'm gonna have a quick meeting with my team regarding the growth of the company and the responsibilities of each one. Oops, sorry. So I know that lately we've been communicating a lot. And that's one of the things that I've also learned, that it's better to over-communicate than under-communicate. So I just wanted to give a little bit of clarity and understanding as to why we're doing some of the things. So these are all the problems or issues. The only problem is that we can't work on all of them at the same time. So we're gonna have to prioritize. And with that, we're gonna probably have to let some of the little fires, there's some of the little issues, some of the little problems, we're gonna have to let them burn. There's not enough people to tackle all of these at once and get them resolved as soon as possible. So we're gonna have to let some of them kind of like be until we get to there. So I know that the main one, and this is not by coincidence or by chance as to why we had that class on ChatGPT, because that's one setup. It's gonna improve our productivity, efficiency, is gonna make our job easier by a lot. And I was not even by little. Like, I know you were probably the most hesitant towards ChatGPT because you could use your hand, but it's gonna make our job way easier. And so that's one of the things that I'm gonna be working on. That's gonna be my main focus. So in terms of priority, this is the main one.
For us, because we're an e-commerce business and we work with automotive cars, I know that sometimes it's a little bit hard to get the images of the actual car. So to speed up the process, because it's product-based, we're looking at AI software to see if it's able to create the images that we need from the cars. And so how you see here, I gave it a few prompts on the screen to give me a specific car, because I know that since Luis and Juan are taking care of the images, they're taking care of the e-commerce side of the business, they're going to be figuring it out. But because I know exactly what prompts to give it to give me exactly what I need, then they just wanted guidance. That's all they wanted.
And these are all generated. Mid-journey generated.
Yep.
Okay.
And I know you could also tweak them. So like for this one, I wanted a different installer, so that's what I was playing with. Yeah, and again, if I don't like something, I play with different wording, or choose another car, or choose another color. So if you're very specific, like if you say, I am looking for a 2024 Kia K5 and then the trim, so like a R line, it's gonna be too specific. You can be specific if it's giving you older models. Yeah, and then I would run it through the Pixel AI. And if you guys want the windows tinted, then you could also say that for a few more times. And if after like 4 or 5 times it still doesn't get what you want, then change the prompt. But it's as simple as just running it again. That's all you need sometimes.
So right now, I know we had to shut down our computers because they turned off the breakers because they're gonna install the HVAC. So I don't know if you could see right there, but they're installing some of the mini split systems, because I know that in the mornings it gets really cold, especially now that it's March. In February, it was January, it was extremely cold. So we're installing these to make it a little bit more bearable here in the warehouse. If you see right here, even though we're all work on the computer, we all work in the same environment that we do with the warehouse. And so these are just to kind of help mitigate the temperature. Right there, this one for the office people. The office homies is what we call ourselves. And then there's 2 right there for the warehouse, which I know that they get more because there's a wider area, and I know that they're hard workers too, so. And I know this is something that we don't have to do, but it just helps overall the culture, the environment, the people knowing that we actually do care about them. That, you know, us installing what, $14,000 worth of equipment, it's not cheap, and really doesn't help generate the sales. Overall, it increases the morale, it increases the better environment of the warehouse. So, and in the long term, the loyalty, the harder work ethic that comes from it, it's a no-brainer to do these kind of things.
How has it been since we've got into HVAC?
So before the HVAC, it was super cold. I would have the heater right next to me and be burning my skin, not good. And now I could just walk around with no jacket when I'm at my little spot, so it's really good.
It was freezing in here, double jackets. It was just really, really, really cold. We had these heaters on all day, but now with this, we don't have to use the heaters. It keeps the whole area hot to the point where like now you have to take off your jackets. Cause yeah.
I'm gonna kick this out, Jacob.
What's going on?
Right now we're gonna be moving tables. So before we used to be in pots based on department. And I know an issue with this warehouse, it either gets really hot or it gets really cold. So to combat that, we had heaters. But now, a couple days ago, we got...
Well, I always say AC, but it's not.
It's an AC. I know it's not a legit HVAC system. So now we're gonna be moving closer to where we don't need to get the external heaters for ACs, and we just sit under there. So we're moving right now. So earlier you saw that the people that are on the computers, we were changing the layout, and it's because of the AC. So now people are gonna get heat during the winter, and then they're gonna get fresh air during the summer. I know for everyone to get enough of the AC, we needed to change the layout. So yeah, they kind of kicked us out because I know that they work together. They're the customer service, their HR, there's the design team, which is taking care of the measurements, and then there's the other part of the design team, which is the listings. So they're their own group, and then for us, for media, and then also for Shield Me, it's gonna be a little bit separate. Right now, I'm meeting with the media team, which is Jacob and Oscar, and we're gonna go over some of the scripts because I know now we're gonna be doing a lot more vlogs. And so with vlogs, it's very hard to script out what we're gonna do or what's gonna happen or what we're gonna record, because there's a lot of candid moments, there's unexpected moments, and sometimes we just grab the camera and record what's interesting. So in my head, it doesn't make sense to spend 3 or 4 hours scripting a video when we don't even know what's gonna happen. Now, it is important to have a structure, to have, all right, this is gonna be the general theme of the video, and then we're just gonna record sections, vlogs, or whatever here and there. So that's what we're gonna go over with each other, what's worked, what hasn't, what the other person has learned, which is me and Jacob when we record, and then on Oscar's end, so stuff he likes, stuff he doesn't like, based on the videos. So that's what we're gonna go over right now. One of the things we have to improve are gonna be the scripts. And I mean improve in the way that vlogs are gonna be very hard to script minute per minute. We're gonna have a lot of candid moments. And yes, this is gonna be constructive work, not gonna be criticizing anyone. Because if it is, then we're gonna go and we're gonna get some gloves and we're gonna duke it out.
Let's do it.
All right.